Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Every time there is a protest in India, we have usual foreign media immediately jumping on it and giving lectures. This is then followed by their members of parliament who will teach us how to run our country. While in India we have disagreements and protests, this country is completely capable of dealing with its issues. For the UK Firangis, why not deal with your own farmers' protests going on since 2 years before lecturing India? And for the US Firangis, why don't you deal with Trump, ICE and other protests before lecturing what's happening in India? We'll talk about this and get a perspective as to why international media is so full of alacrity to jump and form an opinion without understanding the profound opinion and reality on ground. Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, with me. Mr. Surinder Singh Lali, foreign affairs expert, also joins us on the show. Joyita, this is not the first time that we have seen a knee-jerk reaction, for the lack of a better word, from the foreign media. This time too, they have compared what's happening in India to Bangladesh and Nepal in some instances. How do you think that is unfair?
Actually, you say this is some kind of a wish fulfillment on their part. And if you go back in history, this is the mindset that comes if you look at it when India's Churchill. India is a country of savage people and they will kill each other and they will fall apart. That country may not even survive perhaps the first 2-3 years and all. So the more India has survived, these Western powers and these basically racist colonial people who inhabit, many of whom basically inhabit these countries, now they are the ones who they believe that, India is not a civilized world. It kind of works into their narrative that India is falling apart like Bangladesh, that India is falling apart like Nepal, and that our parliament will be set on fire, everything will fall apart, Delhi will be burning. And you see, so this is all a wish fulfillment on their part. Let's hope this is happening. They are so jealous of India's rise. They are such racist colonial people that they cannot bear to have India as a thriving country, as one of the world's top economies, which is going to be the world's third largest economy shortly. It is already the world's third largest economy in terms of PPP. So you see, this does not sit with them. Now, if you look at the kind of coverage, it is not just this. Haven't we been falling apart for all these correspondents? Would you see a single positive piece or any program coming out of, say, on BBC, be it BBC, be it CNN, and so many other, if you look at those German papers, look at the French, the whole Europe, UK, everybody. If you read those news reports and watch those visuals, what do you see? This is not a new phenomenon. This has been going on forever. Remember, this happened in the time of Manmohan Singh, that cartoon in New York Times, that, a man with a buffalo trying to get into a club of high-flying space, space program, countries with space program. It's the same mindset. Plus, they hate Mr. Modi. That is because they think he is another Trump. These are all left-leaning newspapers. They are very leftist media, they are. So they just hate Mr. Modi because they think Mr. Modi is just like Mr. Trump, So as a result of which, this is what we are witnessing. Fine. This is happening. This is dominating the media. Just come out of Jantar Mantar and that area. Is Delhi facing any effect of whatever is going on in Jantar Mantar? Nothing. I am commuting to office regularly. You are commuting. Everybody is commuting. Yes, that particular area is a little affected because there are these hoodlums running amok. Okay, that also primarily that they are doing it at night. The rest of the time, police have started controlling them. But no, we are Bangladesh. The regime change operation will be done. We are going to get someone like compromised and servile like Yunus. They forget what what India is. You don't compare us with banana republics like Nepal or Bangladesh. For God's sake, are they even countries?
Mr. Lali, how are you looking at this constant vigilance and moral condemnation as well as condescending India every time there is a problem here by the Western media?
Thank you, Vineet. It's a pleasure and honor for me to be here. And your question is how am I looking at it? I'm just sitting back on my chair and enjoying. Why do I say that? They're burdened by their past. The Western economies are burdened by their past. 195 recognized nations, 145 they've ruled. The Spanish Empire, ruled for 485 years, from 1492 to 1976. How many nations? 30 to 35. The British, who would know better than us, but 300 years, from 1600 to 1950, 60 to 65 nations. And the French, from 1830 to 1960, which is 40 to 45 nations. For how many years we need? 350 years. I think it's their past trauma. It's the white man's burden that bothers them. Because we need, look, I was at Jantar Mantar yesterday. And as Jyota rightly said, only if I could walk 100 meters away, everything was life as usual. And not to mention, we need some very unparliamentary, not so dignified, nasty things were being chanted and written on the posters. But that's true democracy. And who's going to lecture us on democracy? The United States of America. ICE has shot 22 people in the last year or so. And two are American citizens, and we need everything is up for you, me, and the audiences to watch on YouTube. They were shot on point blank range when they were unarmed and in no way antagonized the new militia which America has created called ICE, Immigration, Customs and Enforcement Agency. Renee Good was shot in the face when she was going away, mother of three. And Alex Preddy, a male nurse who was pinned down and then shot point blank. Where do they ever get the moral right or the spine to talk to us and ever think of giving us lectures? Why we need? Because the deep state works. Why we need? Because they expected, as Joyita said, they expected India to fail. And lo and behold, in 70, 75 years, our economy is bigger than somebody who colonized us for 200 years. Iran war, we need. The entire world probably has Greek yogurt in their mouth. The way America went to war, the way America did not take the United Nations or even the internal congressional sanctions, a unilateral war, 3,500 just dead in Iran, 244 children. So what are they talking about? Where do they ever get the spine to come and lecture us? Where are all those NATO countries gone? I mean, they've been quiet and hand in glove, if not an accessory to crime, to what America did post the Second World War. We need 72 regime changes America has done. And where were these Europeans who are now jumping from their, editorial offices in the European capitals? Now, when the shoe bit them, when Donald Trump turned around and gave them their own taste of their own medicine, now the Spanish Prime Minister and the British Prime Minister suddenly come up as a spinal implant and they said, oh, what's happening is not right. We need 38 million people have been allegedly killed by the Americans post the Second World War in all the 73 regime changes, rather, because I'm also going to include Bangladesh and Venezuela, which happened after that. They walked into a country, a sovereign nation, picked up the head of the state and just airlifted him and brought him back to the Southern District of New York. They're going to lecture us 800 bases outside America, United States. What are they doing? What is CIA doing? Are they distributing candies? No. They are interfering with the internal democracies of most nations, because they want everybody to be subservient to them, so that the next time they want to attack a nation, nobody has the audacity to come and challenge them. And lo and behold, we need now the new kid on the block is the tech czars, the likes of Elon Musk and George Soros. So we need, I wouldn't worry about them much, because we don't have a point to prove to anybody but to ourselves. We have one of the most elaborate elections in the world. We have a very vibrant parliament, and the current, at Jantar Mantar
All right.
could be a biggest certificate that we can give to ourselves that this is what a true, vibrant democracy, without anybody getting shot in the face by ICE and such organizations. We need.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Mr. Lali, Joyita, appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for your perspective. We'll take a short break. On that note, be right back.